Yo, what's going on, guys? Mush back at it with another video, here to highlight some more great Steam game Black Friday deals. This one from our good friends over at Green Man Gaming. They've got a ton of great deals, and we are going to highlight deals under $5, $3, $2, and we've got even a deal under $1 in this video. So a lot of good stuff. Links to everything, as always, in the description box down below. And if you do buy anything, I do get an affiliate kickback, which is much appreciated. Check out their entire store. They've got some more expensive games on sale as well. But I know some of you guys want to stay on a budget, so we got some good stuff for you guys here. I want to mention right off the top that they are selling the XP entry pack for $2. So if you don't know, XP membership on Green Man Gaming essentially gives you access to even better deals. The thing is, you can get it by just naturally buying games on Green Man Gaming, and you eventually just get it. But if you want it right away, $2, and what happens is you spend $2 on the XP entry pack, and then they just refund you that $2 in Green Man Gaming wallet credit. So if you're gonna buy something anyway, and something that does have an added discount with an XP membership, for example, Square Enix games, all these Square Enix titles have additional discounts if you're an XP member, and all of those discounts are really, really good. So definitely worthwhile to be an XP member. With that being said, wanted to give mention to that, and now let's get into the deals themselves. Just Cause 3 is 87% off for $2.52 for the standard edition. The XXL edition with the DLC is $3.78. Just Cause 3, when it came out back in December of 2015, yeah, we're coming up on the 10-year mark since this game dropped. I think it'll actually be 10 years a week from today. So kind of insane to think about. But the game was an atrocity of a PC version. Obviously, a lot of those issues have been remedied at this point, and what you get is a no-nonsense open-world action title. Like, this game is so much fun to play through, and if you want a game where you can kind of just mentally check out and cause some carnage in an open world, Just Cause 3 is exactly that. Explosions galore. The visuals still hold up pretty well, and I think for $2.52, it's a bargain of a deal. Highly recommend that, so definitely a great pickup there. And at this point, it does run pretty well, so great shout there. Final Fantasy VII, the original, is $4.03. I always give recommendations to Final Fantasy VII, even now with the remake coming out. The original and the remake trilogy are going to be able to stand side by side as games. All of them are worthwhile to play, and Final Fantasy VII, the original, is a fantastic game. I do recommend everyone that if you pick up Final Fantasy VII, I would highly recommend you to look into the Echo S mod. You're gonna get improved visuals, but you're also gonna get the game fully voice acted. It's a fan-made voice acting mod, and if I didn't tell you it was fan-made, you couldn't even tell. They do such a killer job in terms of the voice acting. Like, I was blown away going through this game with the Echo S mod. It was phenomenal. And for $4.03, this is an excellent pickup that I would highly recommend. FF7 is still one of the goated JRPGs of all time, and for this price point, again, definitely a worthwhile pickup. Next up, on the topic of JRPGs, we've got a couple of Tales of titles. Tales of Zestiria is $4.40, 91% off on this. This is generally received as the weakest Tales of game, but even with that being said, the Tales of franchise is so consistent that the weakest game is still pretty darn good, and for $4.40, I think Zestria is a great pickup. I did like some of the characters in this game, but I do think it's also the weakest cast of characters that I've seen out of a Tales of game, but and some of the narrative decisions I wasn't crazy about, but $4.40, again, a good pickup on that. Then we do have Frostpunk, $2.40 for the base game. Unfortunately, this is not the complete edition with the additional content, but still a solid pickup. Frostpunk is the city builder that I often go to bat for. I think it's incredibly compelling from an ambiance and a tone standpoint, and that's really what draws me in. You know, mechanically, the game's got a lot of depth, and the decision-making in the game is really well done, but I just think the elements of kind of the somber tone to the game, all of that is an incredibly gripping game. 11-Bit Studios creates games that really pull at your emotional heartstrings, so to speak, and I thought Frostpunk did a great job with that. $2.40 $2.40 on that. XCOM 2 is at 96% off for $2.61. I really enjoyed XCOM 2. I think it's a phenomenal tactics game, and that's really not a genre that I'm super into, but XCOM Enemy Unknown really got me more so playing tactics titles, and I ended up really enjoying XCOM Enemy Unknown. XCOM 2 was kind of a disaster from a PC performance standpoint when it came out as well, but it's a lot better now, but still not perfect from the last time I played it. But yeah, this can get pretty challenging as well, but a rewarding tactics game, and for $2.61, a good pickup there. Then we have Castlevania Lords of Shadow Ultimate Edition, $4.80 on this. Castlevania Lords of Shadow is awesome. It's a really solid third-person action title and a bit different than some of the other Castlevania games, but a really well-done game. And from a ambiance and vibe standpoint, you still get the Castlevania vibe to it, but obviously a bit different, being a third-person action game. For $4.80, good pickup on that for sure. This War of Mine is $1.60. This is another 11-bit Studios title that is so well done. I think this War of Mine is just an incredible game in terms of its tone and how it approaches just game design, in the sense that it is a war story, but at the same time, it's a survival war story in the sense that you're not an overpowered soldier or anything like that. You're just trying to make it to the next day as regular people, and it's kind of a, you know, brutal reminder of what war is. And, you know, games are obviously there to be video games and be fun, but this War of Mine, the tone it sets is pretty incredible in that regard. A very, very dark game, but $1.60 is a great pickup on that. Next up, we got Shadow Tactics Blades of the Shogun, 91% off for $3.60. I really enjoyed Shadow Tactics. Once again, another tactics title, not a genre I'm super into. However, the setting of Shadow Tactics really drew me in. Love that Edo, Japan setting, and this is a really solid game. You can play at an easier difficulty if you want an easier time, if you just want to take in the setting and whatnot, but again, Shadow Tactics is a really, really well done game. Mimimi Game Studios, they don't do games anymore. Unfortunately, they dropped 3 really great tactics titles, and they just didn't do well enough commercially, which is unfortunate because these games are really good. They also did Desperados 3 and Shadow Gambit the Cursed Crew, and all of their games are really, really well done. Shadow Tactics is the one that I really got into because of the setting, but Desperados 3, I also love that, as the Wild West setting is right up my alley as well. But $3.60 for Shadow Tactics, great pickup there. Then we do have Scribblenauts Unmasked, the DC Comics adventure. I mean, Scribblenauts is a fun time. Challenge your imagination as you battle the mightiest villains in an exciting action-filled adventure through Gotham City, Metropolis, Atlantis, and other iconic locales from DC Comics universe. Bring out your inner superhero or villain with the all-new hero creator by crafting completely original objects as well. It's Scribblenauts in the DC universe. Pretty cool stuff there at $1.56 on that. Doom 2016 is $3.40. I mean, Doom 2016 is always going to be a really fun time. Over-the-top action mayhem, just brutality, and blood and guts galore, but that's a good thing. And the soundtrack is great. I know there was some controversy with the soundtrack, but the soundtrack is great. It's just unfortunate how that situation transpired, but a worthwhile game to go through, and for $3.40, great pickup. Played Doom the Dark Ages earlier this year and loved that game as well. That's just at a little bit hefty of a price point, so not gonna recommend that right now. Tomb Raider Underworld, 89 cents. While I am the Tomb Glazer when it comes to the newer Tomb Raider games, 2013 Rise of the Tomb Raider and Shadow of the Tomb Raider, kind of funny I'm calling it newer games when Tomb Raider 2013 came out in 2013. Where's that new Tomb Raider game at? Come on, Crystal Dynamics. But nonetheless, Tomb Raider Underworld was a older Tomb Raider title, but still a game a lot of people enjoyed. Again, a little bit before I got super into Tomb Raider, but if you still want that action adventure experience that Tomb Raider offers, you'll still have a pretty good time with it. 89 cents on that, so great pickup there. Resident Evil 5 Gold Edition is $4.25. I reckon that Resident Evil 5 will eventually get a remake, but probably not for quite a while, since you got Requiem coming out next year. Apparently Code Veronica is going to get a remake, so it's going to be a while. But Resident Evil 5 is a great game. I know it had the perception of being a co-op only title, and you can play it solo. The AI in this game is just notoriously bad. However, Playing co-op is a lot of fun in RE5. Like, I always enjoyed Resident Evil 5. I get that Resident Evil 4 and then into 5 took the franchise more into the action-y route and got away from the survival horror a little bit, but I thought Resident Evil 5 was great. So 425 on that, really good pickup there. And then lastly, Digimon Story Cyber Sleuth Complete Edition is 91% off for $4.40. You know, Digimon Story Time Stranger did just come out, and it's a great game, but it's also well over $50 still. Green Man Gaming has it for like $55, which is a decent deal given it just came out, and it's a phenomenal game. But again, a lot of people don't want to spend that kind of money on a game, but $4.40 for both Digimon Story Cyber Sleuth and Digimon Story Cyber Sleuth Hacker's Memory, that's a pretty damn great deal in terms of how much content you are getting for your dollar. So definitely would recommend that, and for $4.40, a great pickup there as well. But that is gonna do it for me. Again, a ton of great Steam game deals available right now from our good friends at Green Man Gaming. They are just running some fantastic deals. Check out their entire store. Links to everything, as always, in the description box below. And like I said, if you do buy anything, I get a bit of an affiliate kickback, which is much appreciated. We'll be highlighting more of these Black Friday deals as well, so stay unlocked to everything on the channel. That'll do it for me. Let me know all of your thoughts in the comment section down below. And as always, guys, thanks for watching, and I will catch you guys in the next one. Peace out. Hey, what's going on, guys? Mush here again. Hope you enjoyed the video. As you guys might know, YouTube's notification system is sometimes a little bit wonky, even if you're subscribed to the channel. Maybe you're not abundantly aware that I uploaded a video. To remedy that situation, make sure you hit the bell notification button. This way, whenever I upload a new video, and I try to upload as consistently as possible, you will be notified directly of the upload, and you can watch it as soon as it goes live. I would really appreciate if you guys hit that button so you can stay up to date with all of the content I'm posting. But as always, guys, thanks for watching, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace out.